Hello ladies and gentlemen, Matt here with something a little different and something I've been wanting to try for a while now. A little something I like to call Faff Around Friday. The premise is simple, it's Friday and I faff around with a game. Preferably one chosen by you, the viewers. You don't get to pick today's game unfortunately because this is the first instalment. You'll have to wait your turn. Anyhow, the game I've chosen for this Friday, which is almost at an end here in the UK as I say this, is the beta version of Slender the Arrival. The full version is available for pre-order now at slenderthearrival.com, and you have a choice of options available to you. For either $5 US or £3.33, you get 50% off the launch price, along with immediate access to the beta. UK customers, be advised the UK price does not include VAT. For $10 or £6.66, again before VAT, you get access to the complete version at launch. If you're a bit flush for cash, you can splash out a bit more for the soundtrack version, which won't be available until launch, or if you pay enough, you can actually get your name in the credits as a supporter, which is pretty cool. Now, I've pre-ordered it myself for the very simple reason that I actually like Slender a lot, at least the original. I haven't tried any of its imitators, so I can't really comment on them, although I am looking forward to Faceless, which promises to be a really interesting multiplayer take on the whole idea. But it's become very popular to bash on Slender, so, oh, it's not all that scary, oh, it's overdone. And you're right, videos of Slender have been done to death. And believe me, I am just as sick of all those annoying facecam Slender videos as you are, I really am. Not all facecam Slender videos, of course, just specifically the ones with some annoying chucklefuck leering from the corner of the screen and gurning and squealing and yelping at the slightest thing like a dog with a nettle up its cock. But what I like about the original Slender, which you can't really deny, is for all its flaws, its simplicity, and others' primitiveness, I mean, it was the developer's first attempt at using Unity, so I can forgive it, and it was free, which is always good. But what I liked about it is that it took a very simple concept and executed it reasonably well. That concept being, you're being stalked by an otherworldly creature that can disappear and reappear at will, and that you can't look at, or else you'll die, at least in theory. Who knows what happens to Slender Man's victims once he gets his mitts and tendrils on them. So we've already found our first page. Now the beta is a remake of the original Slender the 8 pages in this spiffy new engine. As you can see, this building, which in the original was a horrible tiled maze with broken lighting, and I mean actual in-engine lighting, not physical lights, was, you know, a horrid little maze. Here it's an information centre for Oakside Park, which is very nice. Now, we follow this path down here, we'll presumably come across another landmark, such as a tower, or a standing stone, or a car, or that little shack out in the woods, wherever. It's not entirely the same, from what I can tell, because obviously, for one thing, it's no longer on a single flat plane. Okay. Yes, there's height now. So you can climb up hills. Presumably, at some point, perhaps in the full game, jump onto boxes in a futile escape. Oh, a futile attempt to escape your pursuer, like me. Did I grab that? I didn't grab that. Great. Oh, bollocks. Okay. Oh! This could be one of the shortest Slender videos ever, if I'm not careful. Well, I've missed that page, folks, so I'm just going to sprint away. Where was I? Oh, yes. Let's see. Spiffy new engine, with actual variable heights, different trees, not all just the same one or two copied and pasted. Why am I climbing up this hill? It's stupid, I'm going to get myself trapped. Also, funky lighting. Nice mist effects as well, which I... Okay, there's a page grab. Nice mist effects. Also, other changes. You can focus your torch. Either look at something more closely, or just shut out the horror surrounding you. If I could just quickly grab that. 3 of 8 pages collected. bit tricky to describe, all the advances in the new, or at least in the beta version, while you're being chased by a horrid lanky creature from beyond space and time. But yes, it's looking much prettier. Now, obviously this is a remake of the original Slender, the 8 pages, so it's not indicative of the full game, which obviously promises to be bigger, more varied, and with a story written by the writers of Marble Hornets, a rather awesome Slender Man video series on YouTube done in a found footage style. It's a must watch, and I say that as someone who thought the Blair Witch Project was a load of old shite. Boring shite at that. With unlikable characters I really couldn't give 2 shits about. Ooh, 4 pages, not bad, halfway there. Probably right behind me as I speak. Cool little feature I found earlier. You can zoom in by pressing the E key. Your character views the entire world through their camera, much like the protagonist of Marble Hornets. It also does things of, shall we say, questionable intelligence, like going to abandoned hospitals and woods in the middle of the night, much like our protagonist here. See now, I can't even see the bugger. You can see where he was, didn't even catch a glimpse of him. So I'm just going to keep going forward. Well, it's always a rule for Slender, keep going forward, never look back. Oh, Christ. Ah, if I follow this ravine, it's not going to let me follow the ravine, is it? Or if I turn around, he's going to be there. Wait, lose him in the ravine. Here we go. Oh, be sneaky. Unless he just teleports, which he is wont to do. Now, the full game promises to be larger, and as well as Slender Man, you'll also have other antagonists to face as well. Whether you'll actually be able to jump, I'm not sure if they've confirmed that yet or not, but for now, this is a pretty fun recreation of the original Slender, which has since spawned many imitators. Where the fuck is this bastard? Spawned many imitators. Perhaps if I just cower by this rock. There he is. As I keep him in sight but not stare right at him, I'll be okay and I'll be able to talk for a while. Ah, wait, tree. Got a tree between me and him. There. We are relatively... Is that where the... Okay, I think I'm safe for now. Stupid words, I know, but... Oh! Hello! Ladies and gentlemen, Slender Man moves. Oh, I think I've actually... Haha! I've Weeping Angel'd your ass. Looking at you, but you can't see me. So you just stay put right there. Obviously, this here is a bit of a glitch, and something I'll have to notify the developers of, because I'm a responsible beta tester. Glitches aside, of course, I'm really looking forward to the full version. From what I've seen here so far, although this is really just a remake of the original Slender, it's got the atmosphere and it's got the tension. I look forward to seeing both those things on a larger scale. Not really much else to say, really, besides... Zoom out a bit. There you go. Not quite sure I like the red tie. It's a bit too Agent 47. I don't know. I prefer the black tie. I mean, his face is noticeable enough. You don't really need a red tie to draw attention to him. Although they've definitely improved the character model this time round. There is some definition in his face, but nothing too much there. Swaying his little arms. Could go over and say hello, I suppose. Pretty much said all there is, really. Well, I've got 4 pages. Well, why did I do that? That was stupid of me. Oh, she turns his head. Ah! Don't you sly little bastard. Oh god, why did I do that? That was terribly, terribly dumb of me. Aha! I found a blind spot again. I think... Is there a branch? Yes, there's a branch. Just over where his eyes would be. I think are stopping me from... Or stopping him from seeing me, rather. I know I'm really just delaying the inevitable here, folks, but it's important to document these things. Now, if I... Okay, we'll make a run for it. Don't catch me, don't catch me. Ow! shitballs. Made it past him though, made it past him. Not quite as instant death when he spots you as it is in the original. A bit more lenient in this one it seems, and hopefully that bodes well for the full game, because what made the original Slender so effective was you could play it in short 10-minute bursts and get a nice jolt of adrenaline in you and then go about your day. So I'm interested to see whether or not Blue Owl Studios and Parsec Productions can sustain that over a longer game. Although, given the price they're planning to charge for the retail version, you shouldn't expect a game that's too long. Amnesia length, maybe. But hey, you know, it's not exactly going to cost you $60 and disappoint the hell out of you. Naming no names, of course. Aliens, Colonial Marines. Yeah, don't like that noise, so presumably he's trying to sneak up on me. Oh, where? Where is he? Where is he? No, I can't be running straight towards him. Oh, piss balls. Well, there you have it, folks. Slender the Arrival beta version. Shaping up to be quite interesting, really, I think. Definitely, as I said, I've already got my pre-order in because I'm interested to see what they bring to the table, as it were. So yes, there you have it. First instalment of Faff Around Friday. If you've got any games you'd like to suggest for me, they don't have to be horror games, although if you can find some good ones I haven't played, I will be incredibly grateful and eternally in your debt. But even just fun games, free games would be cool. Although if you recommend one that's cheap enough, I may stretch to buying it. So yes, if you have any recommendations, leave them in the comments below or drop me a message, say hello, I don't bite. And hopefully I'll see you next Friday. So until then, thank you and good night.